Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Championship game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23, and the Seattle Seahawks. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Complete.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. McElroy. Number 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on second down, Drake. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try the left side. McElroy. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the... conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Forced to the ground.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Panthers 3, Seahawks nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st down, Bear. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Byer. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Looking to throw on second down. Bear, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing on first down. Byer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers 3, Seahawks nothing.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bear. The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And he knocks it through. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down now, McElroy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
On 1st and 10. Drake, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he locates Walker, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
21-yard line.
Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Drake. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
25 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Byer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to number 41.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Off the play fake. Bear sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Drake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Over the middle here to Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Drake. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Drake. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Seahawks 7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Byer throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 20.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bear. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Byer, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
2nd and
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bear. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Drake. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being... Stopped just before the 35.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
It's now
Well, that call makes sense. Because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on second down, Drake firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be in. Inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of 9 yards and a Panther first down.
Throwing on first down. Drake. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Complete to
a gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw on second down. Drake. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
From the gun, Drake throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Here we go, T. Get off the field. 55, my guy.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
To throw on second down. Beyer looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Bear. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call them the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. To throw again. Drake. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Drake, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down, Drake. They're able to locate Wilson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, McElroy, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not touchdown, Carolina!
Complete to number 18.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find him throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Fire. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off-play action. Bear rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Operating from the gun, Bayer, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively, and they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Throwing on 1st down. Drake. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Drake. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Drake. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd and 2, Drake throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Drake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Off the play fake. Bear, it'll buy some time right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
42. Panthers 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
So now the Panthers down by 2 touchdowns. And time, a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Drake on the left side. It's McDonald. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And he finds McDonald. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Drake looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Drake's pass complete to number 44.
The Seahawks are the NFC champs. Time for us to sign off. Thank you so much for watching, and good night, everybody. And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
sports. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. This Super Bowl is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Down, Galvin, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Tackle made.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard. He's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
It's a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Makes the score Chiefs 3, Seahawks nothing.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least she gets something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try to put it in the end zone.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off play action. Byer. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Looking to throw on second down. Fair, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. To throw. Byer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
He's got it, They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Chiefs 3.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Lucas. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now, they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll run on first down. It's Lucas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 1.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Seahawks 14, Chiefs 3.
Second and 1. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Galvin, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to Rlahern mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. Let's go to the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds him out of the crossing route. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To throw on second down. There. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw on second down. Hiya, and it's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On third down, Bear. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got to
kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
Yeah, he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Byer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Off the play fake. Bear rolling to his right. Looks right. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taking it about the one.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Off-play action. Byer. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bears. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off play action. Byard sliding out the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His second. The offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. Well, wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade. The Seahawks are now on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. Hold on now. This pick is trading teams. The Bears are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade. The Rams are now on the clock. Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here. The Rams are now on the clock. Well, wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade. The Rams are now on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade. The Rams are now on the clock. Hold on now. This pick is trading teams. The Rams are now on the clock. I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.